Hello and welcome to ET Garage. Today's video is going to be about trying to make these two bad timing lights into one good one. Okay, like I was saying, today's video is going to be about these two timing lights. I got two bad timing lights. This one here, which is a cheap Harbor Freight one, Centec. The inductive pickup is made of plastic and it melted. So I could probably fix this and reuse it. And then I have this one here. I actually forgot the brand, but this is a real expensive one. And what's nice about this one is the inductive pickup is metal. I could just switch this inductive pickup probably over to here, but I'd really rather keep this timing light, and the only thing wrong with this timing light is the strobe light is burnt out. The reason I know this works, the inductive works, is because this timing light has a tack and several other functions. So I'd rather keep this one. You can switch between different functions, between 2 and 4 cycle, and the strobe light and the RPM and advance, and you can adjust your advance on the back of these. In other words, if my timing, base timing is supposed to be 6 degrees, I set this to 6 degrees, and it will read 0 on the dampener, the timing line. Same with this one here. This one here is adjustable. Has adjustable timing on the back, so you can do the same thing. But it doesn't have the tack and those other features for 2 cycle and all that stuff. So I'd really rather try and take the strobe light out of here, this one here, this cheap one, and put it into this one. I don't know if I can do that or not, but we're going to find out. Let me move the camera around. All right, the Centec one looks like it'll come apart pretty easy. It has all the screws on the side, and these actually just unplug. This one here doesn't have a bunch of screws on the side. It just has these 2 screws on the bottom. So I'm not sure if I can remove this and then this will pop open, or if it's all glued together. If it's all glued together, I may not be able to get it apart. I don't see any other way to take it apart, but might have to pry it apart with a screwdriver and hopefully not damage it. So I think I'll try this first and see how we do. Oh yeah, look at that. Same thing. Or at least it looks it. This actually smells burnt inside, so there might be something wrong with it. It might be a good thing I'm switching that over. Let's see. It's going to be taking some soldering, it looks like. Yeah, big time. Interesting the way they did it. Okay. Looks like I need to... Now this is a little different. Or is it? Maybe not. Put that lens there. Yeah, it's about the same. It's actually got 3 wires. It gets soldered on each end, and then it gets soldered in the middle. But that doesn't look like it makes electrical contact, where this one does, which has me confused. I'm assuming it does. All right, I'm going to have to go get my soldering gun and unsolder these, or see if I can be successful at unsoldering them and all that good stuff. Let me clear all this stuff off of here, and we'll see what we can do. Don't need that. Don't need. All right, we'll try and get the bad one out first. You can tell it kind of looks like it's burnt, so I'm assuming that's what's wrong with it. I hope. If not, I'm going to end up with 2 bad timing lights. But we'll find out. Snip, snip, as they say. Okay, that seems like it went better than I thought. Won't know till I hook it up and try it out. So we're going to have to go out to the garage and give it a try, I guess. Looks like I got it back together. Okay, here we are out in the garage, and instead of testing the timing light on the Corvette, I just don't feel like starting it up. I'm going to test it out on the Ride-On. Now, I won't be able to check a timing mark or anything, but anyway, the lights flash, so I guess that's a good sign. We'll start this up and see if the strobe works. RPM works. Strobe. Well, that didn't work out. I was hoping I'd fix the strobe in there, but no luck. Now, I could probably try and put that strobe back in that other one and then hook up the inductive off of this. But I did notice there's something different about that strobe light. The one I took out was just like a 2-post one, and then it had a piece of wire wrapped around it like to hold it in, but it didn't connect to anything inside the light, where this was like a 3-wire light. So I don't know, maybe I can search online for a replacement strobe light, but I doubt it. But I'll probably just get another timing light. I'd like to get another one like this with the RPM and all that, but these are really expensive, and I don't really use them that much. Maybe 2-3 times a year. So that sucks. Anyway, well, that was kind of a waste of time. Imagine I could try and take that strobe light bulb and put it back in here, and then switch that inductive on here. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to probably find another timing light. I see my used ones on Facebook. all the time. So if I can get a good used one off Facebook, maybe I'll do that. In the meantime, I'm going to hang on to this one because I like the tachometer feature on it. I could always hook it up and read the RPM from outside the car, or like on my lawnmower, I can read the RPM on my lawnmower. Got to work on a pull start push mower too, by the way. You just got to have a separate 12-volt battery source for the timing light. But well, I have to say I gave it a try and failed. That's the way it goes sometimes. So everybody have a great day and God bless.